Ooh, baby. We got a New York-centric one for you. Because you know what? Anytime we travel, it's all we can talk about.
Well, we didn't travel. You traveled in the most insane way, and you missed your flight, freak.
I missed a flight, you guys. No, it's the worst feeling in the world. I don't know how y'all just... I've been like in a bad mood kind of all day because of it. And then I like slowly had to be like, the world didn't end.
I know why, because you jumped the line. That's why you were in a bad mood, because you were selfish. And just so you know...
Is it jump the line, dush the line, or cut the line?
You cut the line.
Give me that kick.
Well,
what was the name of the lady that Jasmine Master said she used to make out with?
We need to go. Enjoy the episode.
McGillicuddy.
M.
Oh.
M.
Mom!
When your first choice is a big old bus, you turn around and boom, you end up with us. Sloppy seconds.
Oh, diva. Our number is 213-536-9180. Our email is sloppysecondspod@gmail.com. Now on with the show. How you slap you super little fuck you, nice little fuck you, dirty little fuck. Welcome to Sloppy Seconds with Big Dipper and Meatball. It's Meatball and it's Big Dipper.
Hushed tones.
Can't be screaming at 10:30 at night.
Baby, we're doing what we can.
We're making it work. We're making it work. Here late night.
Things have been wild. A whirlwind.
A
jet setter.
Truly spent less than 48 hours in New York.
You know what's I feel like is happening right now with your eyes is that you got stuck staring at something.
Life. I got stuck staring at life. Babe.
No, you were like, I feel like you were trying to look at me on the computer screen, but you really couldn't.
Yeah. No, I can't. Oh, when you like really lock it.
Oh, all of your cats
all two of them. They're both running amok.
Well, because cats are nocturnal, are they not?
Yes. So but I fear she's going to jump on me. Doesn't she have that look in her eye right now?
Do they jump on you?
She will sometimes. She's just here now. All right. I just got back from New York. Crazy story. Been doing drag for about 8 to 9 years. I go out and party all night, every night, and get real blackout drunk and still manage to wake up at 3 a.m. and go to the airport or whatever time I decide to fly out.
Yeah, you're well.
The one time I'm not doing drag or anything, I really let loose and missed my 7 a.m. flight back here.
What time did you wake up?
I woke up to Renee tapping me at 6 o'clock.
Saying, I think your flight leaves in an hour.
Yeah, she goes, hey, I tried to wake you up earlier and you just didn't, and your alarm was just going off. And I go, how hard did you try? And she goes, you did respond like, yeah, I'm okay. And then you just went back to sleep. I'm okay.
It's okay. I'm okay.
But yeah, I guess
it's okay. I'm okay.
I just went right back to sleep and completely missed it. And then at 6 o'clock, was just like, oh, okay. Well, thank God I can just hit change flight. And I guess you can't do that the morning of.
Oh yeah, they don't really play around like that.
No, so I had to get a whole new flight.
To buy a new flight.
Yeah.
There's probably a whole pile of money these airlines make from people just paying hundreds and hundreds of dollars for a plane or for a flight, and then.
Well, what was crazy was that it was they were all all the flights were crazy expensive because it was I was trying to leave the morning of. So I found one that was at 3 o'clock and I was like, oh God, I'm going to get back to LA so late. I got back at 6 o'clock. But I was like, I'm going to come back so late, but I just put main cabin and it wouldn't even, it was one of those tickets where you get it and then it goes, see the person at the gate.
Oh yeah, babe. You're buying a flight. You're buying a ticket for a few hours from now. You're going to get your seat wherever we fucking put you.
And I walked up to that gate and I was very friendly because sometimes you can kind of canoodle. You can kind of.
That's not the right word, but I understand what you're saying.
Fiddle? Diddle? What's the word?
It's neither
fiddle
of those.
Faddle?
Yeah. But and also if you walk up real wide.
Yes, that's what I wanted them to see me. Because I went to the Delta
Baby
line.
girl, you're giving me a middle seat? Look,
That's okay. So
go ahead and
I go.
open those peepers up and see what you're talking to.
I look at him and I go, "Oh, it says I need a seat." And he goes, "What's your name, Jennings?" Or I said, and then bleep bleepity bleep. Sorry. And then no edits. Okay. And then he goes, "Oh yeah, it should be updated. I remember I just gave you a seat." And I go, "Oh well, I'm just really praying that I don't have a middle seat." And he goes, "We'll just update your app and we can find out." And he was like kind of short, and I went, "Okay." And then I like closed the app and then opened it again, like turned it off, slid it up.
Yes, I understand.
And then I open it up and it's
app.
not updated. And he goes, "Well, did you update it?" And I go, "Do you mean like go to the app store and update the app? Or do you just mean like refresh the page?"
Do you mean just slide it?
And so we kind of went back and forth like bitchy for a second.
I just had a bitchy experience.
And
with
I
us,
was
you
very
remember?
much like, dude, I wanted to say the words you're using are not helping.
What's
but
it
instead,
on?
I just went, okay, well, I'm just going to go back to the Delta Lounge and hopefully I don't have a middle seat. And then I just turned around and walked away.
And
Didn't have a middle seat. He put me at the very front of main cabin, so I had like a bunch of leg room, and there was no one sitting next to me. But on the flight to New York, I was in Comfort Plus. No, and there was no one sitting next to me, but the girl next to me decided to turn her body sideways, go ahead and lift the armrest up, and I was getting tickled by her socked toes.
That's crazy behavior.
And I kept slapping her toes. And she would wake up and be like, "Oh, sorry." But they kept on, if they're coming under my side,
Under
my
leg.
armrest,
Yeah, that's to your leg.
it was touching me. And I kept hitting her and I was like, "Can you stop?"
Hitting?
If these are her toes, this was me.
Now, there's a video of you on Instagram
At a lovely bar called Come On Everybody.
where you're unscrewing a light bulb.
Yes, the bar Come On Everybody did just repost that video and said, "We love you."
And you have that sort of blackout stare,
Oh, yeah, baby. That's
and you're being mean to no one in particular, to your
To the
best
room.
friends.
yeah, to
You're
my-
being mean to the room, and your best friends are catching strays, and you're just unscrewing a light bulb, making the room dark, and yelling at them that they're
you're
not,
not
better.
better than me.
Yeah. Now,
Well, because
I'd love to unpack
one of
that
them-
statement.
one of them said, one of the friends says that I'm a bigger brat.
One
I'm
of
a
them's
bigger
girl.
brat than her. And I said, I am not a brat,
Yes, you are.
but not a bigger brat than her.
Bigger.
Bigger. Bigger.
Yeah,
Anyway.
well, I don't know the details of
She's a
those
bigger brat
people's-
than me.
Oh, okay. That's fine. You love to say you're not better than me, but does that come from a place of insecurity?
No, it comes from me constantly wanting just to say that because I think it's funny, and especially in situations where it doesn't mean anything. I also like saying, "Don't talk down to me."
Yes, but those.
But
both,
even if
you
people
really,
aren't talking down to me,
if you really unpack what those words mean, I feel like they're you holding on to. You want to feel safe. You want to feel taken care of, and you want to feel empowered that you're good.
you're not better than me.
Wait, so can you tell us about you
Oh,
went and
Mary?
saw Jinx and
I went.
Mary?
The whole reason I went to New York was to go see Jinx and O'Mary, and let me tell you this: she's absolutely incredible.
I'm sure
It's
of it.
absolutely incredible, and I mean, it was an entirely new cast. Too.
Not entirely though, right?
Well, no, because the one guy who plays the soldier and assistant
still
is
there.
still the same. And I think because he plays the piano at the end,
Right.
so I think maybe anyway he's in it still.
He's the musical director, in fact. No,
Is he
I have
really?
no-
Oh,
no, I
okay.
have no idea.
But Kamal Nanjiani was the
Uh-huh.
president. I don't know if that's the correct spelling or pronunciation. Girl, I'm tired. When you said let's record at 10:30 and I got home at 6 or at 7, I went, can I sleep for 3 hours? But I figured that would ruin my sleep for the rest of the night. So then the lady
He plays, in fact,
Abraham Lincoln.
Mary's husband. Is
Mary's
how
husband.
It's cast.
And then Michael Urie, who we saw in the Once Upon a Mattress.
Once Upon a Mattress of Ugly
And
Betty
he was
fame.
incredible.
I don't doubt it.
Everybody was so good, except for the rest of them were really good. Maybe bleep. Oh, we can't bleep it. Well, I said it.
Sure, we can.
Sometimes it's just hard when a television actor transfers to stage, but like can't do like it was stage is not for her.
Yeah, sometimes that happens.
Yeah.
Also, sometimes you see an off night. Also, you just
It
don't
was
know.
the afternoon, and when we were talking to him after the show, he talking to. He
so
walked
you
by.
went backstage, hung
He
out
walked
with
by.
these people.
No, he
and
walked
now you're
by.
here. And
He
now
walked
you're
by.
here.
I didn't hang out with him. I hung out with Jinx, and she said, "I'm tired." And then we
Yeah, of
said,
course.
"Yeah, of course you are." And then she put on her little vocal rest button, and we got
And
some
said-
pictures.
and give you a good way.
And we got some pictures, and then we went outside because none of us
Yeah.
had a Sharpie. She goes, "I keep on," because we were like going to sign something, and she goes, "I have to go over there to get the Sharpie, but I'll just sign them outside with everybody." And we're like, "Okay, thank you." She goes, "I keep on having Sharpies, and then they open up in the bottom of my purse, and they dry out, and everything turns black." So she just like doesn't carry them anymore. Incredible show. If you're in New York, go see it. You don't have to sit. We were on the mezzanine, and it was actually, I think, a better view than the first time I saw it. But the first time I saw it was in the tiny theater, and we were like third row.
Mm.
Who
Who knew this was going to be such a hit?
and remember when Cole announced it?
Yeah, we've talked about it a lot.
Pull out them bingo cards because it was on this podcast.
It was. You know what we haven't done that we could do that I feel like is half of what internet content is these days is like find the audio from that and then like clip together photos from the night and like make a social media thing and like do a voiceover that's like, do you know what's crazy is Tony winner Cola Scola came on our podcast and you know what I mean? I feel like so many people marketing is good marketing. But I feel like you feel this way too. It's like, you just want stuff to happen in the way that
You
it
just want it to happen.
Just
and
be
it'll happen,
organic and
people
just like
will
let it
remember.
happen.
Oh God. Yeah. Sorry.
Is that a normal reaction to your cat interacting
I was
with
just.
you?
I just got scared.
But that happens to you in your home a lot?
Well, sometimes when she wants to jump up in my lap, she like wants to use me like a tree, so she'll scratch me, and I was like afraid that was going to happen.
Oh my God. How do you even get any rest there?
I closed my bedroom door and
Yeah,
filled
they
the
know
room
not
with
to
farts.
come into the fire room. All right, let's take a little break and then we'll be right
And then I want to hear your story.
If you love to shop, listen up! Have you heard of Rakuten?
With Rakuten, you get cash back and rewards on almost everything you buy. Just from shopping.
Exactly. Clothes, athletic wear, pet supplies. I'm talking about Gap, Adidas, and even Petco.
So I can buy a look, get new shoes, snag the cat some cute toys, and get cash back.
That's right. And you can even stack those rewards on top of sales and coupons.
That's cool.
It is cool.
But how does it work?
Well, partner stores pay Rakuten to send them shoppers, and then Rakuten passes on some of that money to the members.
Rakuten is really doing the most, huh? Love it.
Yeah, in the best possible way. Plus, Rakuten has 17 million members who are already saving, so you can become one of them today.
Join for free at Rakuten.com or download the Rakuten app to start saving money now.
That's Rakuten.com or download the Rakuten app today.
And get yourself some Rakuten.
Weight Loss by Hims is here to help you reach your goals.
Hims now offers access to an affordable range of FDA-approved GLP-1 medications that are designed to support you in losing the weight and keeping it off, including the Wegovy pill and the Wegovy pen.
GLP-1s help regulate your appetite and eat less.
With Wegovy at Hims, lose up to 20% or more of your body weight when combined with diet and exercise.
And no needles needed. Wegovy is the first ever GLP-1 pill for weight loss.
And through Hims, you can just go online where you'll connect with a licensed provider who will determine if the treatment is right for you.
No insurance necessary either. And if prescribed, your medication is delivered right to your door.
Ready to reach your goals? Visit hims.com/sloppyseconds to get a personalized, affordable plan that gets you.
That's HIMS.com/sloppy-seconds.
hims.com/sloppyseconds.
Weight Loss by Hims is not available in all 50 states. Wegovy is the registered trademark of Novo Nordisk AS.
To get started and learn more, including important safety information, Wegovy clinical study information, and restrictions, visit hims.com.
You know, lately I have been trying to keep my wardrobe simple. I want pieces that are comfortable, but they still feel like put together like an outfit, and that's why I'm always reaching for my Quince items.
The fabric feels elevated, the fits are clean, and Quince makes getting dressed so easy.
Quince has all the staples for spring, like 100% European linen shirts and shorts starting at just $34.
They're lightweight and breathable, but still look polished. I have a bunch of their Pima cotton tees, and they're super soft and easy to wear and very breathable for the summer, for the sweaty body.
I just rediscovered this pair of linen shorts that I have that are so comfortable from Quince. You know when like something gets buried accidentally? I pulled these out and I was like, what have I been doing? Not wearing these!
And the linen doesn't wrinkle.
Period.
Plus, everything is priced 50 to 80% less than similar brands because Quince works directly with ethical factories and cuts out the middleman.
Refresh your everyday with luxury you'll actually use.
Go to quince.com/sloppy for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. Now available in Canada too.
That's QUINCE.com/sloppy for free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/sloppy.
Get yourself some Pima cotton!
Quince.
Quince. At Quince.
And we're back. But let me just wrap up on New York. Had a wonderful time. Went to the Stonewall for no particular reason.
You went to you were trying to get a 7th bowl.
Guess what, everybody? Apparently, I was wrong. But when I walked in and I saw that the popcorn machine wasn't there.
You were wrong about what?
Well, I thought that they stopped serving popcorn. But later, someone has come into my inbox and explained to me that only one particular bartender does that.
Oh, it's only one person?
Yeah, it's one of the bartenders does that. And I just guess
Are those the
by
bowls
chance, it's the only bartender that is ever there when I'm there. And I go all the time. So this time he wasn't there at all. Oh, at all.
And so do you think those are his personal bowls?
All right, come on.
I'm just asking. You can make a friend. Maybe you can make a love connection. You could bring the bowls back,
It's a
and
little
it could be
too
your.
old for me, but maybe for you.
Whoa! I thought it could be your meet cute.
Hey, I wanted to bring these back.
These have always brought me luck.
Then you just drop
And
them
you
up.
bought Labubus, or where did you go?
We went to like some little arcade thing on our way from dinner to something else, or I can't really. It was all really a blur. Like the minute
You were so it's just funny to me.
we got there, it was just my friends weren't home, so I just like started walking. I went out and I went to
That cat does not look like it wants to be in your arms.
shh. Sing for me.
Sing for me. Sing for me.
We need to do that meme.
No. That's out of all the TikTok trends, that's the one you want to do?
We tried to win a Labubu, but baby, I didn't care. And then last night I went to Come On Everybody to see a show called Straight to DVD.
Uh-huh.
It was wonderful. A lot of fun girls, very fun banter, very Brooklyn, very Come On Everybody. I tried to steal a light bulb because it has the word bowl in it. Light bulb. Bulb.
That's a stretch.
Bulb. And I needed to steal something to feel alive.
A lobol ball.
A la bulb.
I think you tried to steal a light bulb because you're a kleptomaniac.
I just like to have memories. I like to have things to have memories of.
Tchotchkes to remind you.
Okay, so what happened to you?
Horcruxes, if you will.
You have to destroy my 7 Stonewall bowls.
Okay, this is just such a stupid story that it boggled my mind today.
Wait, so you're at Drain Your Nerd?
No, Drain Your Nut was this weekend. And so this morning I was getting ready to go back for the Bader party. And I got up and I had to go like buy some dish soap at CVS, blah, blah, blah. And I'm driving home and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to grab a coffee and a little muffin before I go back to the house. And that'll be my breakfast. So I pull over, I get a parking spot, and I'm walking into this great little cafe in my neighborhood. And I see a couple walking towards the door. And so I can judge the spatial. And I'm like, we're gonna hit the door at the exact same time. So I just like one little hop step in my gate, and I'm like, now I will beat them into the door. So I like speed up just slightly, and I go inside, and immediately inside there's like 2 people in line in front of me, 2 people with dogs, and there's a table right by the door. So I figure they saw me go in the door in front of them, and I sort of got out of everyone's way and got behind the people who were ordering. The line in the store runs like down the counter, but that's directly in the way of like all of that stuff I described. So I was like just off the line to the side of the people. And this couple that I went in front of, they're perusing the menu and they're looking around, and I'm just standing there because I'm ordering a coffee, like no big deal. Then, cafe traffic, right? The dog people go by. There's a toddler carrying waters to the tray. There's an Uber person.
I would have turned around and walked out if I saw all this mess.
There's an Uber driver coming and like shows the DoorDash, like he's just like holding his phone out to the person, and they're like, the order's not ready yet, and he like goes to the bathroom. There's a lot happening, but I'm going like, I'm clearly next in line, like no big deal. So they finish ordering in front of me, and they ordered for like 4 or 5 people. So it took a little bit of time. And then the person like gave the Uber driver their food, and then it was my turn. And I stepped up and I was like, can I get a muffin and a coffee to go? And she was like, yep, no problem. And she was like handing me the muffin, and then she's making the coffee. And the woman of the couple steps up, and the guy had taken a seat, and she goes, you jumped the line, just so you know. And I was like, what? And she was like, just so you know, you jumped the line. And I was like, what do you mean? I was like, I'm sorry, what? And she was like, I mean, and I just sort of was like, oh, well, do you want me to do something for you? Or like, do you want my like, I was like, why didn't you say so? In my mind, I'm going, why didn't you say something before I ordered?
Before I ordered and was like standing over here the whole time.
If that was your true belief that I had budged you in line, why did you let me complete my transaction? So I was just like, I was sort of dumbfounded, and I was like, what do you want me to do something about it? I literally said that because I was like, I don't understand what's happening now. And she goes, I'm just working on standing up for myself, so I had to say something.
Oh, God.
So then I sort of like smiling back to her was like, well, I'm glad you feel better about that. I don't understand that is what happened. I'm sorry that's your perspective.
I would have like, I walked in before you. I would have just said that.
So now, like upon and then I like put my straw in my coffee and got my thing. And then I walked past her, and I really thought, because the moment someone corrects me out in public, regardless of how I feel in my brain, my immediate reaction is to apologize.
Yeah.
So that's what I said when I said, oh, I'm sorry. What do you want me to do about, like, what should we do now that I've jumped the line, just so you know?
Just so you know.
And I was like, okay. And so then as I'm walking out, I turned around sort of dumbfounded because I thought about it a little more, and I'm like, no, I walked in front of you guys, and I didn't go anywhere but just in line, but slightly to the side to ease the chaos of what was happening in the line and at the door. And so I turned around and I looked at her. I was like, I said, well, I'm going to think on this because the math really doesn't add up here. I guess I'm glad you said something, but I don't see it. And then I walked out because I was so like, and I know it's so stupid and it has no like reflection on like my actual character or my behavior. And honestly, what I've been thinking about is like her therapist probably just like gave her a challenge of like, when you're out in the world and you feel like you're not speaking up for yourself, I challenge you to do it no matter what. And like, who knows how she actually felt about the situation, but I feel like she is not aware, so she didn't see me going ahead of her, and then she confused me with like the Uber driver or like someone walking in and out, and like literally thought I came in after them and then budged her in line. Meanwhile, I literally watched them the
using
entire
the words
time.
budged and jumped to the line? Why don't we go back to the classic? You cut. You cut the line, bitch.
Cut the line. Just so you know.
Just so you know.
So yeah, I mean,
here's the thing. I've been her before, but I'm usually not wrong because I like have a real thorn in my side about like things being fair and even when waiting for stuff.
Well, and I locked eyes with a guy like across the cafe, and I saw him kind of smirk. So I think because he had been waiting for his food at a table.
Or maybe he was on her side.
Well, that I couldn't tell. I couldn't tell whose side he was on.
And in those moments, you can't like look around the room and go, "Am I the crazy one here?" Because like,
no,
you never know what side anyone is gonna be on.
The most I could muster was that like weird passive aggressive comment on my way out of like, I'm gonna think about this because it's not adding up to me. But I guess I'm glad you said something. Like, good for you, but I gotta think about it. It's confusing to me.
Takes a swing at you.
No, because the other thing is like,
was he a Benson Boone type?
No, they were like, part of the reason is my instinct was these are slow people.
Yeah.
Meaning like they're going to look at the menu and they're going to like giggle and they're going to talk. That's why outside I clocked them and I was like, I'm just getting a coffee, so I'm going to hop skip and get in front of them.
It's also one thing. It's like you ordered and you said coffee and a muffin. Like you weren't over there going,
and she
like
was.
knew what you wanted. Yeah. So it's like, I'm sorry, if I know my order and I can do it quickly without having to ask 10 questions, I'm going to do that. Because that actually just happened to me in New York. This like mom, I turned to my friends and her husband was standing behind us because she was like yapping with the guy at the front trying to decide what to order. And my friend was buying a pre-made drink. So we were just standing there holding it. And I turned and I go, this woman, and I kind of even made eye contact with her husband. I was like, this woman is one of the worst types of people.
Oh, I thought you were going to say, you said this woman is taking a long time. You said this woman is one of the worst.
Because you know me, I'm not going to say this woman's taking a minute. I'm going to go to the extreme. She's a enemy of the state for me.
And what did the husband look like?
He just kind of looked at me, and then like I went back to like talking to his kid, and then finally she goes, okay, and then she waved them over to her to then ask like
add
what
more to the order.
And then finally I went, she's just getting a drink.
She's just gonna get the drink.
Because I hate waiting.
You know what I've done?
Hate waiting.
I think I've done this like once or twice only, ever. And when it's very obvious. But like had $5 and the drink is like $3.75 and you like know it's like a pre-made drink, and I've just sort of like held the drink up behind someone and put the money on the counter, which is like it's way more acceptable in New York. It is kind of a crazy move, but if you are stuck behind a person who's like, I'm ordering for okay, well, I was in the okay. Let me just put this button on let me put this button on the thing. Do you think this woman was referring to the fact that was she so aware that she clocked me speeding up outside of the restaurant?
No.
And that's what she's saying?
Because if she was aware of that, then she would have clocked and remembered that you were in there before.
That I beat her. I beat her inside.
You were in there first. Let's not talk
so you know.
Let's not talk about beating women.
Just so you know, you jumped the line.
Just so you know.
What am I supposed to do with just so you know?
After I've ordered, I'd go, I honestly, if it were me in that moment, I would be shocked for a split second, and I'd kind of give a look, and then I'd go, "I was here first." Like I would just say that, and then turn around. Like I don't know how to. I would not have even given her any.
I
energy.
was so perplexed
Unless I
at
was
how
drunk.
she had come to that conclusion that I didn't even offer I was here first. And I almost was like looking around to the room, but she like didn't say it loud enough for the whole room. That was crazy. But this is what I want to say before we take a break. I just went to the drive-thru at the
McDonald's.
Taco Bell.
Oh, okay.
And I feel like the menu is always different and I never know what's on the menu. And so when I get there, I'm trying to read the whole menu. So I always like turn off my music, roll down my windows and try to squint so far ahead of me. And so inevitably I can hear the person ordering in front of me. The woman in front of me ordered, and I quote,
Let's do it.
"Hi, can I get 7 cheesy bean burritos with no cheese and no jalapeno sauce or whatever comes on it?" And the guy went back like, "So beans and rice?" And she was like, "Yes, exactly." And he was like, 7 of them? And she was like, "Yes." "Anything else?" "No, thank you." That's a crazy
That's
order.
crazy. That's a crazy move. No, thank you. Nothing else. Just beans and rice.
Isn't there a
Doesn't
way
it seem
to
like it would
order?
be so dry?
But like, she clearly said it so confidently that she knows it's probably the cheapest way to order 7 beans and rice burritos.
Oh, I have seen TikToks of like, here's a hack to get your favorite thing for less or whatever.
So like, she clearly wanted beans and rice, but I'm like, couldn't you get a side
Rice and
of
beans. Say it right. Cut the line. Rice and beans.
But it's rice and beans when it's not in a burrito. It's like rice and beans when it's the side dish.
And now she made it a main course 7 times over.
Cheese and bean burrito, no cheese.
There's something happening to my body, but thinking about just eating 7 of those, like, as is making me, like,
well,
dry
I immediately
inside.
was like, is it for her dog?
Oh, because she's got to go put him down today. That's his last meal.
Hey, that got so gnarly. All right, we're gonna.
I need a water. I'm dry from the rice and beans.
All right, let's take a break.
And we're back. It's hard to be me.
Why?
I don't know. Do you ever get that feeling that everyone's staring at you and you're like, do I have something on my face?
There was a moment when I had that feeling.
But I was like walking around the Delta Lounge today and I was like, is there something on my face? Because I was just making too much eye contact. Like every time I would turn and
What
look,
were you wearing?
someone was like looking at me.
Sorry.
What? Oh, was I dressed like I wanted it? I was
No,
wearing the
I
Providence
just-
P-Town shirt Provincetown
Oh.
shirt that you got me.
Yellow.
Simple yellow shirt. And I do know on the plane everyone was looking at me crazy because I wore a mask on the plane.
Well, good for you.
Yeah, I'm gonna start doing that in public again. I saw a lot of people in masks in New York.
Yeah, I think it's important to take care of your own health.
Yeah, but what was I? I was like, am I
You're an interesting person to look at.
fee-fi-fo fumming it? Like, what is going on?
Could have been.
I also do recognize that sometimes my face I look like I'm like scowling at people when I'm just walking around.
Well, there's also your voice.
I wasn't speaking. And what?
Wait, sorry. Speaking of,
This isn't sloppy, but I have a question that's been keeping me up at night. And I just want to know, when you're having sex, meatball specifically, do you code switch? Meaning, like, do you change your voice? Are you like, yeah, bro, yeah? Or do you talk like that? Like, I just want to know. I just want to know. Can you tell me? Goodbye.
she said,
Why
do you just talk like that?
Why do that? Why do gay guys sound like that?
Uh-huh.
I think that there's a healthy in between where there's like no affect, but I'm actively trying not to be like, hey bro. Yeah. Like I don't like that. So it's just more just kind of like I don't even think it's that different. I think I'm just like not being like it's just like more of like an energy shift.
Or you're like you're shifting to sensual.
Yeah, I'm closing my eyes and letting my face drop, as you say. Or what did you say that I do when I kiss?
Oh yeah, you do. You're like the definition of dropping in.
I get ready.
You really want to fall into a kiss.
Into a kiss. Yeah, you don't ever want it to come at you hard.
Wait, so I want to tell this. Remember when I saw you at the Precinct fundraiser? And I pulled out my phone because there was like a photo and I was like freaked out.
No. What?
What? You don't remember this?
When was it?
Okay, well,
when you were like, you have tattoos, right? I was like, yeah.
So let me
tattoos.
tell the people
Okay.
this. Two things have happened recently. One, very recently on this podcast, Meatball talked about how someone had taken photos without their
my
knowledge
permission.
or permission and posted them on Sniffies. So we talked about that. And then secondly, a while back when we had Ryan Mitchell, the Slay God, in studio, Meatball told a story about going to a glory hole, and we realized that there had been some crossover, that both of us had visited this home.
Yes, yes.
And that man recently hit me up and was like, been sucking at my glory hole, and sent me some photos. And I had like a moment because there was a person who
I will say, like, the body and the legs looked like mine, but there was no tattoos.
And so I was like looking at this photo like, did this person just send me?
Oh,
like,
and the thing was, the socks were the same socks I was wearing.
yes. And so I get off the elevator and I'm looking at you up and down.
Oh my God, it's all coming back to me. You look me up and down, and then you point at the socks and you go, the socks! And I went, what? The like cheapest ones on Amazon that have like striped
and then I said,
colors?
you have tattoos on your legs, right? You have tattoos on your legs, right? And
Yeah,
you're
you were
like,
really
yes,
panicking.
here and here. And then I pulled
And
up
here
the
and
photo.
here. And then we looked
and-
at the photo and there was no tattoos on the legs.
But
it was
giving
the
you-
same socks. It was like the same. I do remember the belly. I think the belly's a little bigger than mine.
No.
I do. I barely even remembered it, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't me.
You're like, if there's one detail I held on to, is they have ape and belly and I do not.
And that
Well,
is,
they were laying in the sling glory hole
I stopped doing the sling over there too.
over there.
I was like, I would just like to be standing. Yeah.
Oh, so you've been back
Well, I mean, not
since
recently.
discovering the crossover. You've been back.
I think once. And
Oh,
I said,
you were-
no glory hole.
You were trying to play in the game.
I think he messaged me and I was like, yeah.
That's fine. You said no glory hole, and did he?
No, I said no sling.
Sling.
And he was like, yeah, that's fine.
He said no. We're staying no face. There's no face over here.
No, because remember one time he wanted to come over. He was like down the street from my house and he was like, I can come over. And I was like, I don't want to see your
Don't.
face.
You're really trying to prove us all right here. Okay, another callback to our program.
Play another phone call.
It's
It's 11 p.m., y'all.
Did I just go to California Chicken Cafe to get food just so I could see the sling that Nicole was talking about in the window above them? Yeah, I did. Is that gay?
When was that call from? Because I think that guy moved.
How do you know that he?
Because
moved?
remember, I followed him on Instagram.
Oh boy!
And I
he's
messaged him
got the U-Haul. He's like posting Candy Muse reels where she's like sadly leaving her apartment and she's like, the only way I could make it happen is thanks to Roadrunner Movers. And it's like sad music and she's closing the door. Hop off, Candy. I would do that shit too for a
I
free
would
move.
too. I would too for $1.
Shake that ass for $1.
Uh-huh. I'm doing
Wait, speaking of doing for $1, you have a gig coming up in Chicago, is this right?
That's right. But before that gig, on September 5th in San Francisco, it's Fat Slut San Francisco. A special
Oh shit,
guest,
really?
Darby, no last name, and more.
What a great promo.
I just want y'all to love me. I just want to be able to live. I just want to have fun with my friends. So I will be hosting a completely serious search for a 10, an all-gender beauty pageant and fundraiser for Stonewall Sports. It's going to be called Crowned. It's at Charlie's in Chicago on October 10th, 2025. You can get your tickets
that's
online.
far off.
Yeah. The judges will be Layla McQueen and Tenderoni and Jolie Robinson. Sponsored by Best Western Plus at the Hawthorne Terrace.
Oh, that's right up the street. The hotel is right up the street from the gig. Charlie's is so fun. And you're going to be right there on the strip. You're going to have so much fun.
And I'm hosting the pageant.
And you should go to the strip club after.
I do believe there's an after party, which is a separate event that we should all be buying tickets to and supporting the Stonewall Sports, Chicago.
I wonder if they have bowls there.
I'm going to bring my own bowl. I think I'm getting sick. Next call. Oh, wait. What do you have coming up?
I just wanted to invite everyone to, this is very exciting. Drain Your Nut is going to San Francisco. So August 23rd, which is coming right up on a Saturday, it's a daytime event from 1 to 4 p.m. So if that is your jush, as the kids say, as your Fat Slut headliner says, if that is your jush, then come check out drainyournut.com and come see us in San Francisco.
Yeah, and come to Fat Slut this Friday at Precinct with special guest. We'll see if she shows up, Jasmine Masters. I believe she will be there. A lot of people saying we need to book a backup.
Boop.
We could see Boop. I saw Hannah.
We could boop a bap up. Oh, you did in person backstage?
I got too scared to say hi, so I just DM'd her later, and she said, "Oh my god, I wish I would have known you were there."
Oh my god.
I want to see her.
We should get her on the show.
Yeah, we know a lot of people in common with her.
Can we? We need to go back to New York and do some episodes.
Sultan Room.
You are really your face lit up. You love New York.
Sultan Room.
Sultan Room.
Cock and balls. Okay, next curl.
Hey, Big Dipper Meatball. It's that one hug. Don't even know. Just kidding. How you guys doing? So, Meatball, you talked about how, like, you always miss the bear events and don't even know when they're happening. Me too, bitch, but I found one place, strangest place of all, Growler. Go on the Growler app. There's an event, like, tab, like, in the menu, and it has, like, all the bear events happening, like, all over the world, which is actually not too helpful. It's a long scroll, but oftentimes it's like, oh, look, there's something near me, or oh, look, there's something in New York, or whatever. So you can look at those, and you have, like, the posters and the contacts on the website. And it's cute because they kind of all get deposited there. So definitely keep on Growler to see what's upcoming, or you might want to go to, or just so you know what's happening. Yep. Anyway, tell yourself.
How do you feel about that?
I didn't know about the events page. I do know that I get like shouts for local events all the time, but I should go look at that because I do want to do more stuff out of towns, gay events, bear events.
Yeah, like sea
where no one will recognize me.
That's not going to happen. You have an international mystique.
I know. I kept getting recognized around New York. One lady on the subway. One lady on the subway goes, "You're Meatball, right?" I go, "Yeah." She's like, "I was listening to Sloppy earlier today. I recognized your voice." And then when I was walking through the West Village, some guy goes, "Is that Meatball?" And I was like, "Yeah. Hi, do I know you?" And he was like, "No, I just listened to the pod. Nice to see you." And then I just kept walking. It was wild.
And if I was Kiki Palmer, I'd turn all those sounds into That's amazing. amazing.
Thank
That's
you to
really
the listeners, and thank
cool.
you for saying hi. It was really fun.
Yeah. I wonder, maybe that's what everyone was looking at the Delta Lounge. They're all sloppy seconds.
Maybe they
listeners.
couldn't tell that I was severely hungover.
I think they probably.
It was probably the hangover stuff.
How many tequila drinks did you have?
I don't know. I do not
Could
know.
you sing the Chumbawamba song
I get knocked
about-
out. I drink
about the
a whiskey
number?
drink. I drink a time a drink. I drink a booger drink. I drink a ooga drink. What are the words?
A booga drink and an ooga drink?
Ooga booga drinks, baby.
Why don't you go ahead and look up the words while I play this next voicemail? Because I have a sneaking suspicion that those lyrics are psychotic.
I drink a whiskey.
I get knocked down.
Hey, Dick Doc Fucks, can we please stop telling adults what to do with their lives? Let Meatball live.
Oh,
Get the vape. Get the vape. So many things lead to death more than smoking, such as a poor diet. Obesity, Lopez, is linked to a greater loss of life than smoking. Air
Okay.
pollution causes more deaths globally than smoking. Do you drive a car? Maybe you should take better care of your health and not do that due to the risk of car accidents and death. Do you ever cross the street in a busy intersection in the city? Girl, you're asking to be hit by a speeding car running a red light, so don't do that. Like, shut up. Meatball only has 2 more years until she dies at 37, so please mind your own business and kill yourself.
Still haven't.
I'll leave the killing themselves up to Meatball from all that
haven't
vaping.
I haven't vaped. Well, that's not true. I haven't purchased a vape, but if I see a faggot holding one, I give him the old. What flavor is that?
No, you give you, Mama.
Give Mama her smoky milk.
He
He drinks a whiskey drink. He drinks a vodka drink. He drinks a lager drink. He drinks a cider drink. He sings a song that reminds him of the good times.
Good times.
He sings a song that reminds him of the better times. And then that's when he goes, "Oh, Danny boy.
Come on, that's a good
Danny
voice.
boy.
Danny boy.
I get knocked down.
Hey.
And I get up again.
What?
You're never going to keep me down." Okay. This.
I feel like this person who called
wants
in
me to die. Wants me to live my best life.
I feel like they probably were on the debate team in high school because this gave really like, you have very valid points, but I'm going to completely flip the script and show you how wrong you are because they're not wrong. It is socially acceptable to assume the risks of a car accident to, people who like berate fat people for eating bad diets and having no self-control.
Yeah.
Are described as bullies. As bullies or as
I love your
like
voice.
antagonists. But no one, it's like, well, yeah, you can eat yourself to death. Didn't someone eat themselves to death in a movie?
Sloth in 7.
Go off. Wouldn't it be gluttony?
You're right.
So, caller, you really cracked this open. You should go on that show where it's a circle of people and they all hold up red flags and then debate Ben Shapiro. You know what I'm talking about?
The Jubilee videos? Girl, I can't even watch those. Those make me crazy.
And people love it. People like can't wait to get in there and go like, "Oh, so you said."
It was, yeah.
I just want to have fun.
It's like trying to talk to Bob.
All right, let's take a little break and we'll be right back. We're doing the Bob snort. Give it to me. There. Perfect.
And we're back. Next call.
Hey, Fox, long-time hater, first-time caller. So I have this crazy story. So one time I went to this man's house about 10 years ago. I was in the mood to suck some dick and cock. And he was very nice at first, but then he started getting really pushy and kept asking to top me. And I kept saying, no, I'm not prepared to receive the dick. And he was getting more and more pushy to the point where he grabbed me by the hair and said, if you know what's good for you, you're going to let me fuck you. And also, by the way, my friend's coming over in a few minutes, and he's going to fuck you too. So I looked him dead in the eye, and I was like, you know what? Go ahead and top me. Go ahead. And so once he entered me, let him fuck me for about 5 minutes, and then when the smell hit him, he was like, oh God. And I was like, yeah, this is what I was talking about. Now, can I please use your restroom? So then I proceeded to take the loudest shit I could while he was in the background calling his friend and being like, yo, dude, this guy's crazy. Don't come. And so, of course, I cleaned myself up, got out, looked him in the eye, and said, no means no. And then I flew away on my electric scooter. Is that gay? You know the drill. Kill yourself, get the gun, I don't know. Say, yeah. Now that's gay.
Sometimes it's okay to just hang up the phone.
Yeah, you guys can just be like, bye.
Yeah.
You really can. It's okay.
It's okay. The sign-offs are fun, but
Well, you
Lord
can just say
have it.
bye.
You know what would really help him is that new little gelatin ball that you shove up your butt, so you don't even have to douche anymore. You're just gonna be hitting Jello ball. You know what's crazy is they're marketing those, and I said I could probably make one of those.
Why don't you explain what that is?
There's a new thing for that, I guess, sex thing.
Yeah, it's a sex aid.
It's a small ball made out of. I keep saying Jello, and it's not. She said it was like bio. It's like made from seaweed and something else. So it like is a gelatin ball basically that you put up your butt, and it prevents you from the poop from coming out when you're gonna have sex with someone. And then you don't have to like push it out or anything. It just dissolves inside of you.
But I wonder what sort of like your body would have to be. You'd have to be like, I'm pretty empty, but I haven't douched.
I feel like it's giving like you had to have just pooped.
Right. And so
then
this
stuck it up there. But I'm like, part of the douching is like sometimes
you gotta clean the walls off.
The walls gotta, yeah.
I'm gonna shit on these walls, right?
Maybe it's for someone who's like, I'm douched and I want to just make sure nothing bad happens.
I think it's for guys who want to have fun.
It's giving. I mean, you know how you can make those Jello eggs and then like shoot them up yourself through one of those alien dildos, right?
Jello eggs. I want to respond to this phone call, which is to say, no does mean no. So it seems pretty fucked up that he like kept forcing himself, and then you eventually were like, sure. But also like, didn't the shit smell bother you too? Like you were like, I got him with the shit smell.
He was vindictive with it. That was
You were
vindictive shit.
But listen, believe bottoms. Believe bottoms. That's the thing is like, I feel like the fantasy that a lot of tops want is like, no, I don't want to get fucked. No, I couldn't. But meanwhile, the bottom is like fully douched, fully ready, and can take the dick. And then when the top is like having trouble getting in, or the hole is too tight, or it's not clean, or like they don't know how to, what do you do with your back?
Arch it, baby.
Yeah, they don't know how to do the bending correctly. Mm-hmm. And then it's like, then the top is like, well, what the fuck? And it's like, well, what did you want? Like, I told you I don't bottom, but you've built up this fantasy of like, it's like when I host groups at my house.
Yeah.
I only get one bottom, and everyone else, they have to be tops because half of those tops are actually verse guys who want to get fucked. And then it just becomes a good group orgy.
I love that.
That's my group sex math.
I love group sex and I love math.
Spell the word you said?
M-E-A.
Oops. Okay, so that's where we went wrong.
H.
You want to hear a message about lyricism and slam poetry?
Absolutely. I'd love to get slammed.
Big Dipper, I think that you have a hit on your hands
Oh.
called I Want a Daddy.
Oh.
And I think that you need to use a lot of the slam poetry that you said in your last episode about what kind of daddy you want. And I think that those need to be the lyrics in your new hit single, I Want a Daddy. I want a daddy. I want a... Oh, okay, let's not. But you know what I mean? You're the musician. I'm not. But, like, you should do it. Love you. Bye.
I'm, in fact...
I want a daddy.
Recording artist.
You are... yes, you are.
Will you describe a daddy for us? Because I did one last time.
I think I helped with that. For me, to me, a daddy is a man over 50. Owns property. Buys the nice toilet paper in bulk.
Baby girl, because he's got that what? Costco
executive suites.
Oh, okay. Executive suites.
Has 2 cars. One is a toy. He calls it his toy. You know what I mean?
Right.
And then sometimes he has a pilot license, but doesn't own a plane, but has always wanted one. And then
he gets phone calls that he has to walk away from me in order to take, and will never.
Guess what? I'll never ask.
Talk about what is said on those phone calls.
I'll never ask, and I barely want to know what his job is. I want a loose idea, but I don't even need to know the company name.
He does talk to all the neighbors in his neighborhood, but never about actual pertinent details.
No.
Just the weather and the garbage truck route.
And I don't even have to speak to any of these people. In fact, they think I work at the house. Okay, no.
He lies about who I am.
Yeah, I'm just his friend when we go to the neighborhood barbecue.
He makes me lay my seat down so that no one sees us drive through the neighborhood.
Not using my trauma against me when I'm in this weak state of no sleep.
No sleep. Okay, this is the final voicemail of the episode. You really have to put your thinking cap on. It is a conversation I think we've had before, but this really boils it down, and it's about morality. So I hope you're ready to have a real good conversation.
You love a real conversation.
Hey, fuckity fucks. I have a question. Is it wrong to go to a cum dump when you know who the person is, if they don't know who you are? Is that gay? Wizard.
Well,
ahead.
Is it no loads refused?
Right. This is where we were like circling the last time.
Here's how I would preface this, and this is what would go through my mind before trying to make this decision. One, I probably wouldn't go, but this is what would go through my mind if I had to think about it. Would this person hook up with me if they knew it was me?
That's a very good thought.
Or am I forcing myself on them when they're in a vulnerable state of arching that back and being on all fours with a gelatin egg up their butt?
But if the mission statement is taking all loads, here's my address, I am a cum dump, blindfolded, no loads refused, then they're not looking to refuse loads. They want any and all the loads.
You got to give them the loads.
Well, sometimes they want that and they want to explicitly not know who any of the men are. Other times they could care. They're like, sure, I'll know or not know. There are some people who are so sexually free that they're like, yeah, I'll take a load from, if it happens to be my friend or my neighbor or my boss, like that doesn't matter to me. If I'm in a cum dump headspace, like it's all good. Like there are definitely people who think like that. I feel like your question is really good, but your question also is not related to cum dumping. You know what I mean? Your question is related to like, am I the exception to the rule? Like, would they want to hook up with me outside of this? Girl, a cum dump just wants every dick possible.
Yeah, maybe you just give them the dick. Are we bad people? I wouldn't do it.
I think there is did you hear the specific of what this person said?
Which one? Say it.
I'm playing it again. Why it not play?
If you know
Hey.
it's them and they don't know it's you.
Is it wrong to go to a cum dump when you know who the person is if they don't know who you are?
Now, if we take it exactly at their word, you know who they are, but they don't know who you are, meaning you like recognize them as like a bartender or the barista or a person you follow on Instagram, but like you've never interacted with them and they don't know who you are. That to me feels okay because you just happen to know who they are out in the world. I think the challenge is when you know each other for real.
Oh, yeah.
But they don't know it's you coming to fuck them. If you're like, yeah, that's my friend Meatball and that's my friend Big Dipper and we know each other, but then you don't know, like that's when I think if you have a pre-existing relationship, but if you're just like, I know you as the hot like guy who works at Urban Outfitters, but you don't know me. I just walk past there or like go in and buy socks every once in a while. That's a different story.
That's a different story, and I think that's fine.
Well, so boom, we solved it.
I think that's fine.
And just like that, canceled.
Well, thank you everyone so much for listening to this week's episode of Sloppy Seconds. You can send us an email at sloppysecondspod@gmail.com or call in with your own fuck talk story to 213-536-9180. And don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't ever miss an episode that come out every Tuesday and Friday. Goodbye. And then she goes and loads up someone who she knows who they are, but they don't know who she is. Puts an egg up their butt.
For access to our full uncensored video episodes, ad-free and 1 day early, plus our monthly Sloppier Seconds episode, and all of Mom Podcast premium content, check out Mom Plus Gold at mompodcast.plus.
Sloppy Seconds is produced by Moguls of Media, a.k.a. Mom.
Hosted by Big Dipper and Meatball. Editing and sound design by William Pitts.
Show artwork by Christian Cimarroni.
Theme song by Mike Malarkey.
Media and design support by Stone Cole.
Executive produced by Willem, Alaska, Big Dipper, Camille Stennis, and Joe Cilio.
Recorded at Forever Dog Productions.
Ooh, his nipples are tiny.